Greetings. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you at, whatever time it is. We are back live today. We're gonna try this again. We had a serious sound challenge the last time where some people could hear us and some people could not. So today, from Seed to Systems, we have on none other than Kenya Sample, and we're gonna be talking some real talk today. So just get ready. I'm gonna intro us in, and then we're gonna take it from there. It's gonna be super exciting today. You guys get to hear from the roots of the grassroots food situation that's going on here in the Midwest. So it's a honor and a privilege. So let's intro us in, and then we're gonna get it cracking.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
Okay, we are back. I would love to have some feedback at this point. Can anybody hear me? The comments ain't popping yet. Um, I don't see any good comments. I am going to start us off. Mom Kenya's in the background putting on a great video for our background, but I have a video I'd love to share with you because this is a person who is all about family and community and building networks of power that can enliven us and help us access healthy lifestyles, healthy food, good food, from the farm to the table and beyond in terms of making products as well. So we're going to get into it deep, but I want to show you. Sometimes you have to show people better than you could tell them. When we were getting ready to go and do some work over in Ghana, Kenya and her husband, as well as Mecca and Mecca Bay, may she rest however she needs to rest. But they basically helped me pull together this beautiful fundraiser. And we had this cool video from there just to give you a taste of uh, what Kenya Sample is, what she represents, and how she gets down and does her things. This lady is a powerhouse. So I'm going to share that video with you guys right now. As soon as I get myself together.
$8 a cup, and these are $20 a bottom. This is Tash with orange blossom. And we got vodka with ginger juice, all natural. That's $10 too. This is lemonade.
Why did he go off?
Sometimes I feel like a stranger here. Used and abused and forgot. Sometimes I feel like no one would really give a damn if I drop dead rock here on the spot.
So as you can see, that place was lit on that day. It was like, who's who in Chicago. It was an Ethiopian theme. I mean, it just was such an amazing event. I can't wait till we do another one. But that just gives you the energy, Kenya's energy, the whole way everything was laid out. It was just so cold. I keep talking about it because everything you do just be so, ooh, I just love it. Okay. So this is my people right here. Got lots of pictures to show you today. And we're going to get into it for real. Four topics that we want to talk about today is basically, I want to talk about your work with the young people, and talk about your family, talk about your products. Basically that should carry us on through.
Okay, okay. Well, I would say, Cicely, you know that you are a big inspiration for a lot, so much of this.
Oh, don't make me blush.
We have been amazing friends, more than friends. We've been family, and I would start with this summer having Kweku work with me for the second summer at Washington Park with the Chicago Botanic Garden. Your feedback was just everything that really allowed me to understand that I was on the right pathway.
Oh man, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, so the background of that is that Mama Kenya here works with the Chicago Botanic Garden, and they have a beautiful garden over in Washington Park. So we came back from Ghana, and I mean Chicago do represent on the youth programs. I got it, and after this summer, I couldn't take it no more. I said somebody got to talk about these people that's actually working with the youth, man. I got to give y'all the props. I got to give y'all the praise. It's a lot of things that we could be talking about, but nobody's talking about where we are talking about the work that's actually going on and the impact that you are having on the ground with these young people and just in the community. Just having the garden is beautiful. I am gonna get there one day and show y'all some of this stuff. Hopefully before the harvest season ends, so you just see how beautiful these spaces are when Kenya works with them. But it wasn't no way. After I watched it, I'm gonna show y'all a couple of clips because again, the proof is in the pudding. I'm gonna let the students do their thing, and then you gonna know where it came from. So, but that's the background of that. And Kwaku wasn't the only student that came back again.
No, we my daughter was there.
Yep.
And you know, family is really first. Really thinking about myself as a mom of six, my husband and myself. He's here in the background, being the genius black man that he is. And I think that was kind of the foundation for why we decided to really pursue sustainability in urban agriculture. I think sustainability is the big word here. That's something that as Black folk, we really need to focus on how we are able to sustain ourselves. And, it's always somewhere.
We forgot about that part, but it's okay. So let me put on another video.
So, yes.
So can you guys hear that?
Diagram shows the air going through each instrument.
I'm in the middle of it.
To the fan on top, and down here it goes to
Yeah, I put it up.
three filters that are inside of the
That gives
garden.
you an idea of the
So
beautiful
one
garden.
filter, a
And
carbon
then all
filter,
these students
metal
with the
filter,
yellow t-shirts
bacteria
on are
plus
giving these
any
beautiful
harmful
top
chemical
level
elements and odors. They go through the filter and come out
explanations of certain
clear.
technical terms
So
and technical
yeah, it's
processes.
actually
She's talking about air filtration right now. And the crazy part is I filmed this like as a mom. I wasn't doing this. But after the whole thing, after I saw everything, I was like, there's no way I cannot not share, this because that would be like I just didn't want to do it like that. Other half right there, that's my man Julian. Um I'm looking for the video of. Let's see. I thought I had it on. And I mean, you can do airplane transfer. This one, the students before that, but I just want to show you the technical elements that they were bringing. And the students did everything. Kenny was there, but they facilitated all their own workshops. They did soil testing. They explained how to build your own water filtration. This is I've never heard 100-year planning broke down this clearly in my life than I did in this presentation. And I said, how did Kenya get all this stuff into their heads this summer? I mean, it was just amazing. And I wanted to be said. I want to go on the record and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Salute. You feel me? Yes. So yeah, that's my son right there. But I mean, all the kids were just, you could tell that they didn't just show up, they actually learned. They know what they're talking about. Well, I talked to one of the moms and she was like, oh yeah, my son handles the gardens, in my area. He helps everybody and he knows what he's doing. And he's been there 2 or 3 years, this one particular kid. So this, we talking, but let's be clear, that's not all we do here.
So this is at the Washington Park site, and I will be out there pretty much for the next 2 or 3 weeks. We are beginning our next fall program with the Chicago Botanic Garden at the Windy City Harvest, which is located on the west side. West side, and we'll be at the farm on Ogden for our fall programming. So we're in the midst of just getting our curriculum together.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that, I guess I would have to start with my mom. My mom was a CPS teacher for 44 years. She taught with the Chicago Public Schools, and she really was an inspiration for me. I come from a family of service where it is just really important are putting back into that community. And I thought that being the only child, that the best way that I could really give back to my community is to have my own family, have 6 children.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah, we did. And I think from there, as they got a little older, when our oldest son, who's now 26, and he's also in the apprenticeship program with Windy City Harvest, Chicago Botanic Garden. He was about 10 then. And so I was talking with my husband, and we really wanted to give our children a higher quality of life, where they had fresh air, they were learning a sustainable life skills that would, give back to the community. Mm-hmm. And so then we decided to go down to Pembroke, the historic Black community of agriculture in Kankakee, Illinois. There we had a mentor with Nakai Miller, and Nakai was a biodynamic farmer.
Nice.
Yes. So in biodynamics, it really is about using nature to grow nature and having a very interlaid system, yes, and process in which you have fruit trees, and you have all of the elements of the forest, and really mm-hmm. recreating the forest mm-hmm. floor to produce the highest quality of food. So that brother had very sandy soil, but on his that area is very sandy. Yes. But he had fruit trees that had been dropping apples for years and years. And the soil was like literally just humus, the highest
Yes.
quality of black gold. Your foot would like sink an inch into the
Yes.
soil. And so with Nakai, we really learned a lot. And then we kind of went through a tragedy of where our house caught on fire, and we were seeing some of the complications for the black farmers in Pembroke, in which they lacked a lot of the resources,
Yeah.
such as
Yeah.
refrigeration, transportation, distribution, channels. And one really great dynamic team out there is Dr. Jafunza Wright and Baba Fred Carter, who are of Black Oaks. And Black Oaks is kind of a tribute to the Black Oak Savannah that is in that area. So they're one of the few farms that actually maintain its natural resources that are present there, and preserving those resources. So Dr. J and Baba Fred then opened up the Healthy Food Hub
Yep.
at Betty Shabazz School.
That's where I entered.
Yes. And it was, sometimes you really don't realize how precious things are in that moment.
Yep.
But that was such a dynamic market where you were able to purchase herbs from all over the world.
Yeah.
They had a lot of vendors there that was really showcasing the genius and the talent of sustainability there, with other physicians and practitioners. And I even had a chance to meet Phil Karan there.
Oh wow.
Yes, with his canary yellow pants on. He was, I think, might have even been in his 90s, but he was still dapper and sharp as whip. So I really appreciated that experience, and just submerging myself. I'm the type of person who really believes in a system of where when you enter into a space, that space should be observed, not interacted with just immediately, like, oh, these are my ideas, this is what I want to do, but just observe and soak in like the beauty of what's happening, and celebrating the genius of other people. Yeah. So
I really want us to take like about a half a day and just do lessons from the original Healthy Food Hub.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of gain, it was a lot of loss, and it was a lot of lessons to be learned from that. And sometimes I think we just be going so fast, going through doing everything day to day, that we don't really stop and think, how the millions of dollars that that food hub helped circulate in that community over the years. And it's something to be built on and not forgotten about. It's something to be improved on and not forgotten about. So I would love to sit down with you and maybe a couple of people from Shabazz and somebody from Black Oaks, and just do some reflections, from over there, because it's a lesson in that. Everything that we've been involved in has been way more major than I think we thought about it going into it.
Yeah. And I think if we understood the impact, maybe it would be a little scary at times, but you just put yourself out there, and we did the best we could.
Yeah. We got a comment from Brother Anton Seals Jr. She is brilliant. Yes, she is. That's what we do on this channel, Baba, is brilliance. You feel me? Birds of a feather. You feel me? So, but yeah, that's the whole idea. And I personally felt like, I'm not gonna watch you do this with these kids and see all this amazing stuff, and somebody gotta talk about it, and I guess somebody gotta be me. And I've been telling everybody, and I love to let you send this clip to your job. Let them know that we as parents and as community members, we find value in the garden. We find value in our children having access to the garden. We find value in what they're learning there. It cannot be quantified. I know they got to put some numbers down, but add it up, get her paper, do whatever you got to do. The program needs to be expanded on, if anything. And I would love to have, all my viewers sign on, show some support. This is the type of programming that we want for our children. This is the type of conditioning we want for our children. And we're not leaving it to nobody else. People like Kenya Sample, my man Casabez Makmar, which I hope to have him on too, to talk about the Dusable Museum thing. That I got so much positive stuff to say about you guys. I could spend a whole day talking about Kenya by herself. I want to show you guys something else, just in case you think I'll just be making stuff up. This is another image. She got a captive audience, multi-age. They talking about deep science. On this particular day, Mama Kenya is at African Liberation Day in Chicago. Several hundred people participate in this event. And because of the leadership in the community at that time, we always made sure to have top level training and programming for our young people. They had to participate. This particular day, I think y'all went out foraging. But you could just see from the picture the passion, that Kenya has when she's teaching, and the attention that the students are giving her. And it's multi ages. It's not like it's just one group of people. So, she pretty much stays on business. Then on top of all of that, still have time to, laugh it up and just, just be a tremendous joy. That's my my other friend Joy Ba, also another powerhouse in our area. And just man, you guys are y'all make it look so easy.
Well, thank you.
Hey, and let me show y'all something else. This is a funny thing. Okay, then after this, I swear I'm gonna take a break, but I just want to pop this on real quick. All these are from the event that we had at your place. But this top photo with this, okay, can you break this mushroom down for us?
Well, this is reishi, one of the most powerful medicinal mushrooms. And Cicely and I were just kind of stopping at Starbucks on 87th Street at the large plaza that they have there.
Right.
And I am always looking for mushrooms on the ground. And I'm like, Cicely, oh my goodness, it's a reishi mushroom.
In the middle of the concrete parking lot.
Yes.
On the south side of Chicago, this giant mushroom
was growing. Yes.
And Kenya spotted it. She knew what it was. She picked it. And you see the picture. I couldn't find it. See, it was in a collage. I don't know where the original picture is. So you got all these other pictures in here, but you can see it's from that party. All that is from the party.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, just randomly going to the shop over there, and she sees the mushroom. And okay, tell them a little bit about the reishi mushroom, just so you can know. I just felt like that was such a deep spiritual experience because the reishi showed up for a reason, right?
Yes. Well, the reishi mushroom is a very ancient woody mushroom. It's not used for culinary purposes, but more for medicinal purposes, such as they've had a lot of research around cancer and the reishi mushroom. Mm-hmm. So it's identified as one of those extra potent medicinal mushrooms that really can be, added to any regimens as far as treating people with really severe chronic illnesses. Mushrooms are a passion for Julian and I. One of our first business plans we were writing, going back even to the great Anton Sills Jr. Anton, we met many years ago when we were farming more on the south side of Chicago. And Anton asked us to really be a part of a network of Black farmers, in which he and Sonia Harper and many more, such as Mecca Bay, founded the Grow Greater Inglewood uh, program or organization that then led to now the Inglewood Village Trail, which is a 2-mile trail of an agricultural corridor and ecotourism. And that has been going on for several years. We've had a lot of high points with that. That then became the Inglewood Village Farmers. And you can kind of research that and Google that online. But that gave us an opportunity and access to land, which brings us current day, in which we have an elderberry farm on 59th and May.
Yeah, we're gonna get in there with our cameras as soon as we get our tech life together.
Yeah,
before the end of this season, we're gonna be in there. We got to show this off. There's just no way. I was gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about the vineyard and get
all the good stuff.
Get a little deeper into that.
All right.
And y'all stay with me, okay? I love these commercials. I'm about to play my favorite one right now.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're 3 Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also 3 sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're 3 Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 3 Black Moms.
Okay, we are back. Oh, look at this. Okay, I gotta show y'all this picture because that's when I was skinny.
And I was skinny too. Like, who is that? Is that me? Dear God.
Looking just like Galen, okay? So so this is where we want to go. I want to talk about this. I want to set this up because I want people to know how epic this is. You know, we're talking about the middle, literally, of Chicago, which is the middle of the United States. So the middle of the middle, Inglewood community. It's been a lot said about us, but not a wine vineyard, okay? But thanks to Kenya and Julian Sample, that thing is taking off. They have a beautiful garden and elderberry vineyard right in the middle of what is soon to be the Inglewood Nature Trail. But hey, you know, Inglewood is worth a visit for the gardens alone, let alone some of the other, especially the newer people that's coming in, just doing the top of the top. My salute to all the new business Inglewood owners that are just pushing through all the challenges. Yes. God knows that community. I'm from Inglewood, so I grew up there. I know what it's like, and I know what it was like, and I know what we've been through. And that's something I'm very passionate about, you know, talking about the current reality of that for those of us who had to go through that. And I liken it to being uh, a war zone, like a internal war fought against an internal population. We're citizens of this country, and our neighborhood was trashed on top of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now I feel that we've all learned something, in that process. And coming out of that, all those challenges are people that have really never given up, who have stayed committed,
Yes.
who continue to stay the course, continue to build. And anybody that will build a beautiful vineyard in the middle of Inglewood is basically representing what I just said. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. We're not taking no excuses for, like we said, as our goals as parents is to try to give our kids something to go on with, sustainable, and to give them some skills, and surround them with beauty so they can feel the beauty inside themselves, and do the beautiful things that they're doing. And they're doing it, not just Kenya's children, but mine too. They all benefit from this stuff. The entire neighborhood is vested in this vineyard. And it's amazing.
Yeah, one of the neighbors, who, brother by the name of Bear, he says, "Oh, Kenya, I ain't seen you in a long time," and they come over and cut the grass, and it's just, for me, that's what makes it all worth it, is to know that, I'm building upon myself.
That's right.
In community, like literally being friends with the neighbors in that community, and they watching out for the farm and cutting the grass and planting more flowers in front of their house, and we sit out there.
This is you talk about an anchor business, and usually people think about Walmart and banks and stuff. They don't think about, in DuSable City, ancestral wine and vineyard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we've switched up a little bit because the wine is challenging and COVID hit. So we still have our elderberry product, but we have, through my amazing network, such as Urban Growers Collective with Erica Allen. She's been a great mentor and farm family for me. So supportive. I still have the opportunity to work with them. With Erica, they have an herbalism class that's coming up, and Mama Kim asked me to promote it. I think it's on the 13th, but I have to. I'm got so many numbers in my head right now, because I also want to promote the Inglewood Village Farms Market that is happening every Saturday or every other Saturday. But that information is all online for Urban Growers Collective as well as Inglewood Village Farms, where you can get those dates. And like the biggest contribution that you can make to our efforts is to show up to the network, to show up to these markets, to show up to our herbalism class. And so with Urban Growers Collective, I took an herbalism class. I was working there, and so I was able to take the class, and out of that class I learned how to make tinctures. But you were always my wine mentor as well, Cicely. Your pineapple beer is still something I can taste in my mind. But just having such an amazing network of people really makes you feel that the work that you're doing is worthy.
Oh man, hey man, let me tell you something. I don't know what these other people be doing, but we be doing our thing. I recently I was telling Kenya that I was talking to some possible investors or whatever, and I honestly felt that micro energy, that micro loan energy, and I liken that to they're used to giving Black women, African women, $200, $1,000, $2,000. Look, we in micro the last 20 years. Okay,
right.
We try to take this to the next level. So those products, the tinctures, the wine, that's all part of, in my opinion, is part of the same trajectory. So we can work with one, work with another one, and just do so many different things because we're working on the land, and that's what it provides for us. It's all these different opportunities. So I love the way you guys shifted. You like, okay, well, we don't have all the juice for the wine right now, but what we can do is tinctures. So it's still providing. And then let me say this scientifically, because sometimes, people, it's like, oh, you're trying to sell your products. Yes, we're trying to sell products. Don't get it twisted. But also, this is local. This like super, this is power. Like, this is the best of what this land where we are right now has to offer you in your body where you are right now, which means that whatever's going on with the energy and the sun and the waves and the particles and all of that, the plants have done what they could for us, and then you take it and create this beautiful tincture, which is a concentrated form of it, but you need it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it works if you work it.
It works.
And we don't just say eat local because we don't have anything else to do. This is the best thing you can do for your body, and we all need that help. We all need that support. So it just is a win, all around wins when working with people, like yourself. And I just, obviously I can't say it enough. I told you I could talk about you all day and not say nothing nasty.
Equally.
I had one more picture I wanted to show y'all, or a video or something. I gotta find it. I think we already looked at this one, didn't we? I don't know. I can't tell.
That's me and you. I love that picture. I really love that.
Oh yeah, that's from back in the day, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh wee. Why is this one not added to stage? Okay, it is there. It's just the way that I got it.
Well, just to talk a little bit more, Cicely, around what you are really speaking to for real community impact. It really is a strong network of really brilliant people, that I have the great fortune of being a part of. Let's see. Well, I mentioned the markets. I mentioned a lot of our mentors in the community. Just to share more about the curriculum that we did with the young people. As an educator, I'm always thinking that, I really want to have palatable, high levels of information that a lot of our community isn't really exposed to.
Right.
So it kind of answers the mycology question. So in our curriculum, I wrote a curriculum for Freedom Home Academy with Baba Marcus that really talked about the origins of agriculture in Africa. It's one of the greatest revolutions of mankind. And, that curriculum was 4 seasons. Yeah, spring, summer, fall, and winter. And it literally talks about what happens in each of those processes. So with this curriculum with Kwaku and Grace, my daughter, and Ray, and just all of the amazing students. Shout out to everybody, Tommy, Ava, Nolan, Sekou Kenyatta, who also is his parents are a huge part of the network. They actually put in a food forest at then Hales Franciscan All Boys High School. We were able to be a part of that and do some vending there. Just all of the amazing students that we had. We studied things like we did soil science, where we did soil testing, and we did soil cycles. Well, we had water cycles, nitrogen cycles, carbon cycles, phosphorus cycles.
Oh my God.
And we did the 100-year plan.
That was top of the line right there.
Yeah.
That just changes your whole mind about it makes everything doable the way they explained it, it's like, if you want to go, and do some short term, this is how you do it, and if you want this to go 100 years, this is what those types of plans look like. And we do need a lot more attention to planning and our intentionality
and legacy.
Yeah, because of the way we've been rolling, it's like, well, they did this to us, they did that to us, and then you start thinking about, well, what can we do? What do we want to do? And where are our plans at?
Right,
you know what I mean?
Like my mom always says, they can't do nothing to you unless you allow them to.
Right. So the planning part is I'm all for it. I just believe as an organizational, person in terms of working with people and communities, it's absolutely fabulous to have students explaining, next level, ideas about how to organize, and I just love it. We need a lot more attention.
And they organize all of that themselves. I was just like, okay, get your paper, your big layer of paper, and just put your ideas on there, and we all set out themes. So Kweku and Adrian had ahead of the curve, because they also explained the bell curve, and population spectrums, and how you can really plot that. And honestly, from that you can kind of see where you are and where you have to go.
Right.
They did environmental literacy, environmental justice. We talked a lot about the amazing lobby day for Black Farmers Lobby Day with Representative Sonia Harper.
Yes.
So I was encouraging all of the students to really make sure that they sign up for that next May. And the kids teach you to teach. You know what I mean?
If you let them.
Yeah.
If you let them.
They're asking for it, and they're challenging you to have higher levels of information. Because if you just passing out coloring sheets and all of this kind of stuff, they're gonna let you know. One of the students told us this time. He said, "I need a little less of this and a little more of this, like a little less talking and more work out here." And I was like, "Okay, you running it." So, I appreciate the gift that they have given me. So for this fall, we will be with several horticultural therapy with Lori Detmer, who is one of my great friends there, where we're going to be making pumpkin planters, and we'll also have a little bit of mycology. We also did business planning, which is one of my favorite aspects of the program. It's just really easy, but it's such a simplistic approach, but it elicits such sophisticated high levels of information and thought. So in the business planning, what I do is I get a hat, and I just put like apple farm, elderberry farm, goat farm, honey farm, flower farm, and then they have to pick out of the hat. And when they pick out of the hat, I then ask them to say, come up with a name for your farm. Come up with, a mission of your farm. What are some of the problems you're solving? What are the problems, and what are your solutions to it? And I promise you, I am always kind of left with my mouth like open, like, are you serious? This is so brilliant. Like, I wish I could even think of some of the farms that they were doing, but they really are so invested in understanding and empowered to know that maybe you can't vote, maybe you can't drive, maybe you can't do a lot of things because you're a young person, but entrepreneurship should start when you're a baby. Like, get your LLC at 3 years old.
Call him.
Yes. So,
That's funny.
Those are the type of things that I really want to share with our young people. And, you know, like I said, you're a big part of that because you yourself are a great entrepreneur and, you know, such a creative person, a visionary, you know, and
Thank you. Don't
inspiring.
make me blush.
Yes, yes, inspiring. I mean, when we came to really land on the wine and the winery and the vineyard, you know, you were the first person that we really called to, like, how will we make this and how do we do this and what is the product, you know, what are the, you know, different apparatuses that we need to make this happen, and where do we go, and what kind of yeast do we need, and you know, what kind of pipette is this? And you're like, you told me what I was like, okay, you know, this is what I need. I would need a real mentor here. And I think that's the thing, is that we can be a mentor for each other.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's about the sharing experience. And, you know, we come from a society that likes to hold information and withhold facts and truth. Gatekeeping and all of that kind of stuff. And, you know, we can't win that way.
Nope.
No, we can't win that way.
We agree on that.
So platforms like this that you have, and I love the name of it, Seed to Systems, you know, it's just brilliant. And, you know, these are the kind of things that really, you know, inspire me. I was kind of a little sick today. I got to go pick some elderberry. Everybody's got a little sore throat from the weather change. And so I was like, oh, all of a sudden I found a whole nother level of energy when you call me like, Kenny, you ready? I'm like, oh, yes, I'm ready. You know,
we had to do that because the last time some people I found out could hear and some people couldn't. I don't know what was going on with that, but it was no way I was going to let this whole summer get past us. And we didn't sit down and talk about this. And then I wanted it to be timely because, you know, I did have an experience through, you know, my son participating in the program, and I wanted to be on the record of how that worked for us and all of that. To be honest, to come back from Ghana and to have my children integrated into programming at Washington Park, honestly, I was impressed. I'm not impressed by a lot of Chicago, but I'm definitely impressed by how you guys had everything. And even though we had some program over there, theirs wasn't as impressive though. But the reason why I'm saying that is because it wasn't grassroots. It was an outside organization. And they just weren't in touch with the young people the way that you guys are literally working with them. And with the most, I would say personally, the most difficult topics. You know, if you think about agriculture and urban teenagers, that's not an easy topic to, you know, it ain't an easy topic to bring up amongst adults, let alone teenagers. And then to get them invested and interested where they actually absorb information and can talk intelligently about it. Come on, man. Somebody say something. Where my comments at, man? So that's, you know, and then I keep bringing this up because I hope I could get my man Casabez on here. There at DuSable Museum. Another one of the most difficult topics with young people. History of all subjects, to get them invested to the point where they can stand up and give intelligent conversation around some of these topics. Bringing in all the people that you guys brought in to meet with the students, all the other people they got a chance to work with. I just can't say enough. I'm gonna do one more commercial, then we're gonna come back. Let's talk about some product stuff and some dreams and some imaginations and some dates and moving forward and stuff.
Okay, I love that.
Let's do that.
Thank you, sis.
So let's see. Where's my other favorite commercial? I got my favorites on here. I like all of them, but.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news.
That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
Farm tour.
Yeah, especially since. Okay, can we talk about that out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're back. We're back. So we're going to talk about products, future dates, a few plans, one or two things we want to invite y'all to put on your radar for this harvest season.
Yes.
So,
well, one thing that I know that I have to really get on the line with is harvesting this elderberry. So just to share a little bit about the elderberry. The elderberry is the oldest berry in the world. All berries derive from this elderberry. So
oh wow,
it's an original plant, and that's why that, as Baba Fred Carter would say, is that's why the plant is so intelligent, and really understands the conditions of the planet and what that planet needs, including all of the people and everything else, on the planet, the birds and the bees. And, it's one of the best pollinators. It's also indigenous to this area. So I thought it was really important to put something permanent in our space.
Old and permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just standing tall and flowers, beautiful, fragrant throughout the neighborhood. You could just smell them down the block. I feel like, what is it? And I just, it's the elderflower. And all of its medicinal qualities. I'm not a doctor, but from my experience, going through COVID, we had a lot of really great responses to that, all the way to Puerto Rico. People were like buying our product there, and they're like, we don't know how we got through COVID without using the tincture. And that all again overlays and folds into the greater network of great people such as Erica Allen with Urban Growers Collective, Anton Sills, Sonia Harper, Dr. Jafunza Wright, Baba Fred Carter, Pam, the list just goes on and on and on of how far-reaching and deep and beautiful and black that this network is.
Yeah.
So I need to get a date. I'm going to say, let's see, I need to go harvest this elderberry. Thank you for taking me out there today. So we're going to go look at the elderberry now. I have the processor for the elderberry. Also, great networks that has helped us also with this is the AUA. And with the AUA, we received a $20,000 grant, and we were able to create more products. So looking at the calendar, I'm going to say that 13 is my lucky number. So I'm going to say on the 13th, I will be definitely doing an elderberry harvest, and whoever comes out to do a harvest with us, they can receive up to 5 pounds of raw elderberry.
Ooh, sexy.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I love it. So that's the date. Hopefully we can get out a little flyer or announcement or something. I'll post it on Facebook.
Thank you, sis.
And let everybody know. Don't want to miss it. Between elderberry and honey, to be honest, I had a wine mishap in the house. It covered the whole house in, berries and honey. And no one got the flu that whole season. Okay. I was like, you know what? I don't know.
This might be a product.
Cover everything, So, I believe in using these things, and not just, because it's scientifically proven, but it's a local It's a local food. I'm
Mhm.
here.
Mhm.
So I need that information from what the plants here are telling me about
Yes.
me being here. Can you help me out
Yeah.
today?
What you doing?
Yeah. So it can't always be, Peruvian,
Right. Not
Not
from all over the place. But
Right.
we have everything we need right here.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just, as I like to say, I have to eat from the plate that's in front of me.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Oh yes. So show us the stuff.
Okay, so my brilliant husband, this is the latest product that he's come up with, and I thought this was just really so marvelous and outstanding that he really thought of a product specific for Black men
Mhm.
and Black men, Black male enhancement and health.
Mhm.
So he has been studying to put this product together for maybe 7 years
Mhm.
of us just exploring herbs from
Mhm.
all over the planet and supporting, eating what we have here, but also, I'm kind of digressing, but I'm saying that, we also have to serve our greater community
Yeah.
across international
Oh yeah.
waters.
Yeah.
And so,
we're not from here all the way.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So sometimes we need to touch down with a little bit of motherland,
Right, yeah.
a little bit of,
Well,
South America.
it's a Black planet.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we
You
just
know, we
have
need
to
a little
remember
something.
that it's
Yeah.
a big plate.
Yeah.
Yes. So he came up with this at DuSable City Botanical Farms, where this is called Onyx, and it's for Black men, for their health.
Circulation.
Yeah, a little some of that. And so he's been really promoting this, creating videos, and really trying to just keep the momentum and the creativity and the vision and the community all kind of tied together.
Mhm.
So we really need to, if anyone's interested, you can reach out to Cicely and we'll do a 10% discount.
Thank you.
Okay.
On the Onyx Manpower Herbal Supplement.
Mm.
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, if I could just put this up there, you can kind of see it's
The
a beautiful.
design.
Yeah, it's he did an amazing job. I've kind of been busy, on the farm, and so he's been in the laboratory creating these things. And then he has another packet, which this is a $10 packet, where this is a full month supply of his products. So, we're still chopping away.
Oh yeah, let's go, man.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. So okay, y'all got a date for elderberry harvest. You got a big discount for the Onyx Black Male Herbal Supplement. Um, you got an earful today, and this is just really the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
for Kenya and myself. But I wanted to give y'all a taste of what we dealing with and what it takes to be resilient, and to stand in your power and your truth unapologetically wherever you are. We happen to be in Chicago right now, but that lesson is transferable the world over. And I appreciate you. I appreciate, just, like I told the kids, we could come withdraw into a shell and only give what we have to our children in our house. But people like you, myself even,
Yes.
we thought better of it. And,
Yes.
and that's community. We thought better of the entire community to take our children with us outside of our home and do us and be us
Yes.
out in the world, and have the entire community have access to that love and that beauty. It just don't get no better than that.
No,
I don't care. As my daughter told me one day, I don't care what they say about you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
And that's it. And I love you too, sister. Thank you for being so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you guys for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have Kenya here today. I hope to have her again. I hope to get my man Julian on here, pretty soon, hopefully, if I can talk him into it. And we get really deep into some science with that brother. So Just love you guys. Thank you. Share this thing. Go on the Female Solution page. Like it. Go on my Facebook page, YouTube. You know where it's at. Go ahead, like this video, share it with everybody. Hey, this that real stuff right here. We don't come to play with nobody. Love you guys.
Peace.
Oh, outro video. Okay, let me do that.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, ngiyabonga. Senegal, jareh. Kenya, asante. Israel, toda. Pakistan, shukriya. Afghanistan, tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.